All right, I'll now recognize Mr. Biggs for 5 minutes.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you again. Welcome back. I have a question for you with regard to the Impoundment Act. Let's say Congress appropriates $1, but the administration finds a way to do the same task that dollar is supposed to go for 75 cents. You don't think that they're violating the Impound Act if they don't spend $1, the full dollar, do you?
Well, that's a hypothetical question. I'd like to see the federal government spend $1 on something. I don't think that that's going to happen. But the theory behind your question is, did they spend everything that Congress intended them to spend?
That's
and
right.
if they don't, there's nothing wrong with that. The Impoundment Act provides a remedy for the president to submit a rescission proposal to the Congress, and the Congress has 45 days to approve it. If they don't, then they agree.
But the process can be cumbersome. Is the point? You
Well,
kind of diminish the efficiency by doing the Rescission Act. But I don't want to take all the time from that.
But it's there's a process.
So in your written testimony and in your report, you say that the areas on the high-risk list include programs that represented about 80% of the total government-wide reported improper payment estimate for fiscal year 2023. Agencies in the Department of the Treasury are taking some steps to address this issue. Much more needs to be done to control billions of dollars in overpayments and prevent fraud. For example, CMS should improve the timeliness of audits to identify and recover improper payments. You also make clear that while congressional action may be necessary to eliminate issues and that interagency coordination is needed, no progress has been made on improving Medicaid program integrity since it was added in 2023. In 2023, GAO designated the unemployment insurance system as high risk because, quote, unemployment insurance's administrative and program integrity challenges pose significant risk to service delivery and expose the system to significant financial losses. Similarly, GAO has, quote, designated Medicare as a high-risk program due to its size, complexity, effect on the federal budget, and susceptibility to improper payments. Further, the significant amount of Medicaid improper payments is a principal reason GAO included Medicaid program integrity on its 2023 high-risk list as well. In fiscal year 2023, the estimated amount of improper payments for Medicaid reached approximately $50.3 billion. Where's all that money going?
Well, it's going to the wrong places. It's not quite clear. The estimates here, are made based upon sampling procedures. So it's not an enumeration of all the payments. It's just, for those that are in the sample where they make the payment, they try to recover the money. For other things, it's just an estimate of statistically.
So you're basing it on statistical information, right?
Right.
So it's impossible for you to tell how much of that is due to fraud.
That's correct. Although we have made recommendations. We did a fraud estimate.
What's your fraud estimate?
Our fraud estimate from 2018 to 2022, that 5-year period, we estimated annual losses to fraud to be between $233 billion and $521 billion. So that period covered both before the pandemic and during the pandemic, which had, in my view, epic fraud during the pandemic.
Right. Federal Medicaid spending was over $575 billion in fiscal year 2023 and is expected to increase over the next decade. What is needed to better manage the program?
Is the Medicaid, did you say Medicaid or Medicare? I'm sorry.
Medicaid.
Yeah. Number one is you need to have better control over managed care portion of Medicaid. The estimates on improper payments for Medicaid only really are based upon the fee-for-service portion, which is less than half of the payments now. And we've encouraged much more aggressive fashion looking at the managed care portion. They've increased the number of audits. They're starting to find more problems. So that's number one.
Okay, so I got to move on.
All right.
Because there's just too much here.
Okay.
Because you also noted that DOD has major problems as well. And so I've introduced, once again, the Audit the Pentagon Act, which aims to increase transparency and accountability in the defense budget and and imposing financial consequences, because have they ever had a clean bill of health on an audit?
Not for the overall department. There are some components, and I'm very pleased, the last 2 years, the Marine Corps has got an unmodified clean opinion. The other services, not so much yet. Now, I noted that Secretary Hegseth has made this a priority. I'm going to be communicating with him, meeting with him to say, if you want to do this, here are the things that need to be done in order to achieve an unmodified opinion for the whole department.
And I'm sorry that we're out of time, because I would like to hear all your Medicaid remedies as well as your DOD remedies, but I have to yield back. Thank you.
Okay.